You could afford the car payment, but can you afford the insurance? 8 vehicles with insurance costs so outrageous they'll shock you. We're talking $5,000, $7,000, even $10,000 plus per year in premiums for drivers with clean records. By number 1, you'll see the car that costs more to insure annually than some people's entire car payment. These aren't exotic supercars. These are vehicles you see on American roads every day, draining bank accounts through insurance premiums nobody warns you about. Insurance companies calculate rates based on theft rates, repair costs, driver demographics, and accident statistics. Certain vehicles trigger every red flag insurers have, resulting in premium costs that make ownership financially impossible for most Americans. We analyzed data from major insurance providers across the United States to find the vehicles with the highest average premiums in 2025. All 7 will cost you significantly more in insurance than comparable vehicles. Number 7. Dodge Charger. The Dodge Charger and Challenger are insurance nightmares, especially with the V8s. Average premiums hit $3,500 to $5,000 per year for clean drivers, and it gets worse fast. These cars attract young male drivers, the highest risk group in insurance. Accident rates for Chargers and Challengers are far above the national average, so insurers raise premiums the moment they see either model on an application. The theft rates are brutal. Both models rank among the most stolen vehicles in America, targeted for parts, joyriding, and resale. Live in Detroit, Chicago, or LA? Expect quotes hundreds more per year just from the ZIP code alone. Repairs are expensive too. Performance parts, wide body panels, specialized components, everything costs more to fix. Insurance companies know that even a minor crash can generate a huge payout, and they price that risk aggressively. But here's the real trap. Many people can afford the car, not the insurance. You finance a $40,000 Charger RT, thinking the $600 monthly payment is manageable. Then discover insurance is another $350 to $400 per month. Suddenly, you're paying nearly $1,000 a month just to own and insure it. Under 25? It's financial carnage. Quotes for young male drivers often hit $6,000 to $8,000 per year. Some insurers won't even offer coverage. They simply decline the application. Picture the 23-year-old who bought a 2018 Charger RT for $28,000. His payment was $525. He budgeted $200 for insurance. The real quotes, $565 per month, more than the car payment. His total monthly cost passed $1,000 before fuel or maintenance. Number 6 is a luxury performance sedan, BMW M3. Number 6 is the BMW M3 and M4. And insurance companies hate these vehicles. Average premiums run $4,000 to $6,000 per year, and that's with a clean driving record and good credit. The performance capability drives insurance costs through the roof. These cars have 500 plus horsepower and can exceed 180 miles per hour. Insurance companies know that capability attracts aggressive driving, and the accident statistics prove it. M3/M4 drivers have significantly higher accident rates than average BMW drivers. The repair costs are astronomical when these crash. The carbon fiber components, the specialized M division parts, the complex suspension and drivetrain, all cost multiples of what standard BMW parts cost. A relatively minor accident can generate a $15,000 to $20,000 repair bill, and insurance companies price that into premiums. The theft rate is concerning. M3S and M4S are targeted by professional thieves for export and parts. The cars have sophisticated anti-theft systems, but determined thieves find ways around them. High theft rates mean high insurance premiums. But here's what BMW buyers often don't realize. The insurance cost on an M3/M4 can approach or exceed the depreciation cost. You might lose $8,000 per year in depreciation, but you're also paying $5,000 per year in insurance. The total cost of ownership is far higher than the purchase price suggests. The comprehensive and collision coverage is where it gets painful. If you finance or lease, you need full coverage. Those comprehensive and collision premiums are brutal on M cars because the replacement cost is high and the risk of theft and accidents is elevated. Think about the executive who bought a 2022 M3 Competition for $78,000. He expected insurance to be maybe $2,500 to $3,000 per year based on his previous BMW experience. The actual quotes came back at $4,800 to $5,200 per year. That's $400 to $435 per month, just for insurance on a car he already owns outright. Number 5 is an electric vehicle with shocking insurance costs. Number 5, Tesla Model S. The Tesla Model S and Model X have insurance costs that shock buyers. Average premiums run $3,500 to $5,500 per year, significantly higher than comparable luxury vehicles. The repair costs drive insurance sky high. When a Tesla gets damaged, repairs are extremely expensive. The battery pack protection requires extensive disassembly for even minor collisions. The aluminum body panels are expensive to replace. The specialized technicians and Tesla-only parts create repair bills that terrify insurance companies. The parts availability makes it worse. Tesla controls the parts supply, and getting parts can take months. Insurance companies pay for rental cars while vehicles sit waiting for parts, driving up claim costs. Those rental costs get priced into everyone's premiums. The total loss threshold is lower on Teslas. Because repairs are so expensive, insurance companies total out Teslas that would be repairable on other vehicles. A Tesla with $20,000 in damage might get totaled when a comparable luxury car would get repaired, and that affects premiums. But here's the hidden cost. Tesla's own insurance program isn't always cheaper. Tesla insurance is available in some states, and while it's marketed as more affordable, many drivers find the quotes aren't significantly better than traditional insurers. You're stuck with high premiums regardless of which company you choose. The technology creates liability concerns. The Autopilot and full self-driving features create uncertainty for insurance companies about liability in accidents. When the technology is involved in a crash, determining fault becomes more complex, and insurers price that uncertainty into premiums. Think about the tech worker who bought a used 2020 Model S long range for $52,000. He expected insurance to be reasonable because it's an electric vehicle. The quotes came back at $380 to $425 per month for full coverage. That's $4,560 to $5,100 per year, more than the annual depreciation on the vehicle. Number 4 is a Japanese sports car with surprising costs. Number 4. Nissan GT-R. The Nissan GT-R and insurance companies treat it like the supercar it performs. Average premiums run $4,500 to $7,000 per year, even though the GT-R costs less than many luxury sedans. The performance capability terrifies insurers. This is a 565 horsepower all-wheel drive rocket that can hit 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. Insurance companies know that kind of performance attracts aggressive driving and racing, and their statistics showed GT-R drivers have elevated accident rates. The repair costs are brutal. The GT-R has specialized components that only certain technicians can work on. The transmission, the all-wheel drive system, the twin-turbo V6, all require specialized knowledge and tools. When a GT-R crashes, the repair bills are astronomical because the parts are expensive and the labor is specialized. The driver demographic works against it. GT-R buyers tend to be younger enthusiasts who want performance, and that demographic has higher accident rates. Insurance companies see GT-R and male driver under 40 and immediately calculate higher risk. But here's what makes GT-R insurance particularly frustrating. You can buy the car for $60,000 to $80,000 used, making it seem affordable for a supercar-level performance vehicle. Then the insurance quotes come back at $500 to $600 per month, and reality hits. The total cost of ownership is far higher than the purchase price suggests. The comprehensive coverage is expensive because GT-Rs are theft targets. These cars are stolen for export to overseas markets where they command premium prices. High theft rates mean high comprehensive premiums. Think about the enthusiast who saved for years to buy a 2017 GT-R for $72,000. He budgeted $300 per month for insurance based on what sports car forums suggested. The actual quotes? $525 to $615 per month. His insurance costs $6,300 to $7,380 per year, more than 10% of the vehicle's value annually. The top 3 are where insurance costs become truly prohibitive. Number 3. Dodge Durango SRT. At number 3, the Dodge Durango SRT and Hellcat models have insurance costs that make ownership financially questionable. Average premiums run $4,000 to $6,500 per year. The power combined with the size creates insurance hell. This is a 3-row family SUV with 475 to 710 horsepower. Insurance companies see this as the worst possible combination. The demographics of family SUV buyers combined with performance car capabilities. The accident statistics bear this out. The theft rates are climbing. Durango SRT Hellcats are being targeted by organized theft rings. The SUV format makes them useful for criminals, the performance makes them desirable, and the theft rates are increasing. Insurance companies are responding with higher comprehensive premiums. The repair costs are substantial. When a 5,700-pound performance SUV crashes, the damage is extensive. The specialized SRT/Hellcat components are expensive to replace. The body structure requires specialized repair techniques. Insurance companies know these generate big claims. But here's the financial trap. Buyers choose the Durango SRT because it's cheaper than buying both a family SUV and a performance car. The logic makes sense until you see the insurance costs. You're paying performance car insurance premiums on what's supposed to be a practical family vehicle. The liability coverage is where it gets particularly expensive. A 710 horsepower SUV weighing nearly 3 tons creates massive liability exposure in accidents. Insurance companies price those potential liabilities into premiums, and the liability portion of your premium is significantly higher than a normal SUV. Think about the family who bought a 2021 Durango SRT Hellcat for $88,000. They thought they were being smart. One vehicle that could haul the family and provide performance when needed. The insurance quotes came back at $465 to $545 per month for full coverage. That's $5,580 to $6,540 per year, adding $12,000 to $15,000 to the total cost of ownership over just 3 years. Number 2 combines luxury, performance, and insurance nightmares. Number 2 is the Mercedes-AMG GT and GTR, and insurance costs on these approach exotic car territory. Average premiums run $6,000 to $9,000 per year, sometimes more depending on the model and location. The vehicle classification drives costs up. Insurance companies classify the AMG GT as a sports car, triggering their highest risk category. The 2-seat configuration, the performance capability, the price point, everything signals high risk to insurers. The repair costs are staggering. The AMG GT uses exotic materials, specialized components, and complex technology. A front-end collision can easily generate $40,000 to $60,000 in repair costs. When insurance companies know they might pay out $50,000 plus on a claim, they price accordingly. The parts situation makes it worse. AMG GT parts are expensive and sometimes difficult to source. Insurance companies pay for extended rental car periods while waiting for parts, driving up claim costs that get passed to all policyholders. But here's what makes AMG GT insurance particularly brutal. The theft risk is lower than other vehicles on this list, yet insurance is still astronomical. The primary driver is repair costs and the driver demographic. AMG GT buyers tend to be successful but sometimes aggressive drivers, and the statistics show higher accident rates. The depreciation combined with insurance creates a financial disaster. An AMG GT might depreciate $15,000 to $20,000 per year, while also costing $7,000 to $8,000 per year to insure. The total cost of ownership can exceed $25,000 annually before considering maintenance, tires, and fuel. Think about the entrepreneur who bought a used 2018 AMG GT for $95,000. He expected high insurance, but not the reality. Quotes came back at $685 to $750 per month for full coverage, $8,220 to $9,000 per year. Combined with depreciation, his first year of ownership cost over $30,000 just in depreciation and insurance. And now, the car with the most expensive insurance in America. Number 1, Ram 1500 TRX. Number 1 is the Ram 1500 TRX, and it has the highest average insurance costs of any mainstream production vehicle in America. Premiums average $5,000 to $8,000 per year for drivers with clean records, and some demographics see quotes over $10,000 annually. The power creates insurance hell. This is a 702 horsepower pickup truck that can do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Insurance companies have never seen a truck this powerful sold in such volume, and they're terrified of the accident potential. Their early statistics show TRX drivers have significantly elevated accident rates compared to normal Ram drivers. The theft rates are skyrocketing. The TRX is being targeted by organized theft rings across America. These trucks are stolen for parts, for export, and for joyriding. Some areas are seeing TRX theft rates approach exotic car levels. Insurance companies are responding with comprehensive premiums that rival sports cars. The repair costs are astronomical. When a TRX crashes, the specialized components are extremely expensive to replace. The unique suspension, the supercharged Hellcat engine, the heavy-duty drivetrain, all cost multiples of what standard Ram parts cost. Insurance companies are seeing $30,000 to $50,000 repair bills on moderate accidents. But here's what makes TRX insurance the worst in America. The combination of factors creates a perfect storm. High power plus high theft rates, plus expensive repairs, plus risky driver demographic, plus large vehicle weight equals insurance companies pricing in maximum risk. Every factor that drives insurance costs up is present in the TRX. The liability exposure is massive. A 6,400-pound truck with 702 horsepower creates enormous liability potential in accidents. When a TRX hits another vehicle at high speed, the damage is catastrophic. Insurance companies price those potential six-figure liability claims into everyone's premiums. The comprehensive coverage is brutal because theft is so prevalent. In some cities, you simply can't get affordable comprehensive coverage on a TRX. Insurance companies have seen so many theft claims that they've dramatically raised comprehensive premiums or stopped offering coverage entirely in high theft areas. The age factor multiplies everything. If you're under 30 and trying to insure a TRX, prepare for quotes that exceed $800 to $1,000 per month. Some insurance companies won't quote at all. They simply decline coverage because the risk calculation breaks their underwriting models. Think about the contractor who bought a 2023 Ram TRX for $98,000 as both his work truck and weekend toy. He expected insurance to be $300 to $400 monthly, based on what he paid for previous Ram trucks. The quotes came back at $615 to $725 per month, $7,380 to $8,700 per year. Combined with the $1,450 monthly payment, his total transportation cost is over $2,100 per month before fuel, maintenance, or tires. But it gets worse. 6 months after buying the TRX, it was stolen from his driveway. The insurance paid out, but his premiums for the next vehicle increased because he now has a comprehensive claim on his record. The theft cost him his truck and permanently increased his insurance costs. That's why the Ram TRX is number one. It combines massive power in a truck format that attracts aggressive driving, theft rates that rival exotic cars, repair costs that terrify insurance companies, and a driver demographic that statistics show has elevated accident rates. The result is insurance premiums that can exceed $10,000 annually for some drivers, making it the most expensive vehicle to insure in mainstream American automotive. These 8 vehicles reveal the hidden costs of performance and capability. Buyers focus on purchase price and monthly payments, but insurance costs can add $300 to $700 per month to ownership costs. Over a typical ownership period, you might pay $20,000 to $40,000 in insurance, money that doesn't build equity or provide any return. The demographic targeting by insurance companies is real. Young male drivers pay multiples of what older drivers pay for identical coverage on these vehicles. A 25-year-old male might pay $8,000 annually for insurance that a 45-year-old pays $4,000 for on the same vehicle. The geographic variance is significant. Insurance costs in Detroit, Chicago, or Los Angeles can be double what they are in rural areas. Where you live dramatically affects insurance costs, particularly on high-theft vehicles. 8 cars with the most expensive insurance in America 2025, from the Dodge Charger that attracts young drivers to the Ram TRX that combines every insurance red flag into one vehicle. These are vehicles where insurance costs can make ownership financially impossible, despite affordable purchase prices. If this opened your eyes to hidden ownership costs, smash that like button. Are you paying insane insurance on one of these vehicles? Drop your annual premium and vehicle in the comments. Real data helps others understand true ownership costs. Subscribe for automotive financial truth that dealers and manufacturers don't want you to know. Hit the bell because our next video covers the vehicles with the cheapest insurance, the ones that save you thousands per year. Thanks for watching. Remember, the cheapest vehicle is the one with the lowest total cost of ownership, not the lowest purchase price. Always get insurance quotes before buying, never assume insurance will be affordable, and understand that some vehicles have hidden costs that destroy your budget.